All right, let's talk about bear traps. So this, I'm going to talk about the dollar real quick, and then I'm going to look at the S&P and Tesla charts and show on the charts exactly what bear traps look like, and if we're getting set up for one right now, because we're at a critical spot in the market. So I'm really trying to track what's going on, especially with the dollar going strong. This is usually very bad. Like this is a big down channel, like this whole year that the dollar's been coming down, and the dollar has just squeezed out of the down channel and made a very strong up move. So that's dangerous. The VIX has calmed down, but the dollar is going strong. So this is dangerous, super dangerous market. I want to look at the S&P and explain some bear traps. Let's look at some bear traps. Okay, let's go back to, I don't know, this whole run up in the S&P, like this whole year. It's just bear trap after bear trap after bear trap on this whole run. I'll just show you what they look like. There's a couple of special cases. So generally, you get this shape on a bear trap. You get, oh, it's not red. These are not red. They are green. You get a bottom and you get a W with a higher bottom. Boom. That's a bear trap, and that is an uphill bottom on the trap. W for Wario. Yeah, but that's okay. So let's just like follow this whole year up since the Feb March crash here. And the first one at the bottom isn't really a bear trap. It's a wild kind of volatility zone. But we get our first big bear trap here. You can see the uphill W, boom, bounce. Uphill W, bounce. This one is a special configuration. I call it the bat wing, where you get a high bottom, low bottom, low bottom, high bottom, and that rips really hard. Those ones are cool. Here's the one that I think is really important to look at. This is a whipsaw bear trap. So you come down, you get a downward W. That's your whipsaw. You bounce, right? You bounce lower than the peak, then you come down to your higher bottom here. So it's a bigger W with a downward W leading into it. That's a whipsaw bear trap. That's what I think is setting up as a trading pattern right now. And then I can just show you some more. Upward W here. Here's the bat wing. Boom, up. And these usually slingshot. This bat wing thing usually slingshots. Bear trap, bear trap. Up this whole channel here. Just one after the next. Bear trap, bear trap, bear trap, bear trap, bear trap. This one, not so much. Delete that one. But here we got a whipsaw down to the support on top of the volatility channel. This is a crazy spot to get a whipsaw channel down to, because this is like a super strong spot where we're above our 2-year. Since 2018, we've been inside of this, cone. That's not a cone shape like this cone thing. We've been inside a megaphone shape for 2 years, kind of just bouncing back and forth in the stock market. And this is the first breakout. This channel right here over the last month or whatever is the first breakout above the volatility megaphone, and we just bounced off the top of it with a whipsaw. So this is super, super critical the next week or so. So like if this is gonna be a whipsaw bear trap, it's gonna look kind of like this. Like this should just chop down to a higher bottom, and then it should go up to this channel with the previous top, catch support, and take off. And that would be a whipsaw bear trap setup. That is if we catch a higher bottom here. That's the trade setup. And this is not investment advice, as always. Just a trade idea. Just looking at some things that could happen. But I want that one white. But But if it does not catch a higher bottom and we pull down here, or even just past, even just like in here, it's starting to get super dangerous. Then especially if you break through back into the megaphone, you're in big trouble. And then if you back test and stay in here, it's goodbye. Like this is going to be a big down move. That one can turn red. So I think in either case, this is probably where we're going right here. I think we're going to 3732 right here. And if we bounce, we're going to get a whipsaw bear trap like bubble takeoff that could go even higher vertical trend line off of that thing. It could really go into crazy bubble territory. And this is the whole S&P, but I want to look at Tesla in a minute too. But if we break down back into this megaphone underneath all of this, then that's big trouble for the markets. And I think a breakdown is more likely because of the dollar. I mean, if the dollar is still moving strong, if we come here and the dollar is still moving strong, then I'm going to be favoring a down move. If the dollar drops, I'm going to be watching the dollar to kind of guess which way I think it might go. But yeah, if we come down here and set up this kind of bear trap shape, the dollar I think is going to be important. So just go back and look at it again. And we have, oh, I had a moving average on here. Where is it? Here? Yeah. Yeah, there's the whatever 50-day moving thing here. And so, I mean, we've already broken 2/3 of the way up to it, and we've made, you tap like a couple times on the wrong side of this huge down channel. And so, yeah, this is a really cool breakout for the dollar. Like you're coming down in this channel. Let me get a white pen. You come down in this channel here, and then you tap twice on the wrong side of the channel. Then you bump your head on the top, break through, then you back test the top of the channel for support, and then bink bink, and then this is like a little squeeze area, and it breaks out and catches support off the top of this. Like this move right here is a very strong dollar move. This last jump off of this consolidation, because we just changed directions. We bounced off the bottom, then we squeezed, and now we got support off that. That's a change of direction that could last, well, like 2 more days until we kind of get up here to resistance, or it could run for a freaking year. Strong dollar moves. Historically, strong dollar moves have been steeper than the weak dollar moves are more drawn out. Like the weak dollar moves correspond usually to bull markets or just upwards activity in the market, and the strong dollar moves are when things are pulling down pretty generally. And also, if this is a dollar reversal spot, that is a pretty good likelihood of being the top on the S&P right here. Like this is where the dollar bottomed, and this is where our top on the S&P is right now. So actually, I just set up a bear trap thing, but I actually am more bearish on everything just because of the dollar. I kind of favor this breakdown back into the megaphone. Yeah, I think this channel here, I think this is a false breakout of the megaphone. I think we're breaking back in. But this will be critical just to watch right here over the next, what's this, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah, Feb 12. Like, this could be like, a couple of weeks maybe to chop down into this area. And Tesla, I wanted to look at Tesla because Tesla's doing a very similar pattern. So Tesla broke down off of its trend line, which is dangerous looking. And now it's kind of pulled back up. Like this is a super long-term bubble trend line. Let me Let me go out to like dailies and let's look at Tesla. I was just comparing the Tesla chart to the GameStop chart, and so those words are not helpful all over the all over the screen. But yeah, so for Tesla, we had the little early bubble before the short squeeze, and then we had this trend line here, which is the basic kind of squeeze trend line, and now we just shot like parabolic up here, and so I mean, I think this is either like, I mean, with this breakdown, where it's gonna do one of two things from here. Like this is either a false breakdown, and we're gonna fire like at an even freaking higher, like parabolic looking thing, or we're gonna roll over here and probably come back down to test this support level, and this could be really crazy for Tesla. But in either case, like the shorts are all out of Tesla, like it's all longs now, so and it's way bubbled up. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, like Tesla's competitive stocks are around here, 20, 40, 60 bucks, something like that. Like auto industry stocks tend to be around here. And we're on a double bubble short squeeze up here on Tesla. And the shorts are out, and it's super hype stock that everybody thinks is invincible. I will say that Michael Burry is short Tesla right now, and he's long GameStop right now. Um, and that's what I'm looking at myself. That's my positions as well. Um, but yeah, anyway, let's get back in on this thing tighter, because I think Tesla's about to do something insane because it broke down and set up like this is going to be a huge move on Tesla right now. Um, what do we want? Like, let's go to like a 15-minute thing and check it out, and then yeah. So basically, what I'm thinking right now is Tesla's at the top of its bubble, and then GameStop looks like it's at the very bottom of its bubble, about to take off. So check this out. We just got a top, and we came down into this downhill